guys, David sitting near me. Sitting near me comics. Wow, can't really talk this morning. All right, banging out two videos. I hope you enjoyed the first one, and this is the second one right here. I got five more books here for you, marked on market wide, just a random key comic books that I have, and let's see what they do. Um, Before we do that, let you know what the deal is. Always got a shout out to my boys at 79 Comics. Use the code SNMC, just like my channel here, and get a 10% discount on all your orders. It's not a one-time thing. It's whenever you go back and you can keep using it and get a 10% discount. Great service, great company that I very, very highly recommend using them. And also, there's no tariff added to your thing. And they make sure of that by, and just like I said, right there, don't worry. Won't pay tariff. All right. Um, So that's that with 79 Comic SNMC. All right, let's get right into the books. I got five CGCs right here. This is Spider-Man Deadpool, issue number one. This is the game. What is this? GameStop edition. Right? A great book. I think there's probably only 1,000 of this, but let's just share and find out what would we cost. All right, so we got Spider-Man Deadpool number one, GameStop. Let's see what it sells at. CGC 9.8. What is asking right off the top of $400, signed by Fabian. Fabian. I'm not gonna even pronounce that. For 575. Here's that one for asking. Oh, it's a 3,000 copies. So there's that $1,999.95. And this is what they're asking. It's not what they're gonna get. Sketched and remarked. Let's see by whom. There's that Ed McGuinness and signed by Mark Morales. Okay. All right. So this is what they're asking. This is about 2,000. Let's go a little bit more to see if you can find a little bit more than 700 on 9.6. So okay. So as it gets lower, as we go down, the grade has gone down. All right, let's see what's been sold, and boom, here we are, $300. All right, on March 25th. Let's go down if there's any more. 9.2 at 200. Wow, 9.9. Wow, okay, wow. There you go, Richard. Wow. All right. Yeah. So the last one is $300. So if you do have a copy of this, maybe it's time to sell. As for me, definitely, I'm trying to sell my collection right here. So this will be something that I would add and get 300, or put this as a lot and use it as a bait. All right, so that's not bad. 300. I'll take that. All right, this one here is from Scorpion Comics. I remember when this came out with Matina and stuff, only to 666 copies. Definitely had to get it. I was going to send this out to get signed by McFarlane, but hold back because it's a beautiful cover. Spawn, issue number 280, right? 666 666 print. And let's see what this book does. Let's bring eBay back. put Spawn 280. CGC 9.8. Boom. All right, right off the top, 9.8 sold for $192 with Todd McFarlane autograph. Here's another one. This is back in March 25th. February 23rd, there's one that sold for $300. Here's a trade dress back in January 26th. So definitely the price of this has gone down from January. Then you got, this is a trade dress. Then you got the Virgin for $300. Then boom, you got another Virgin with McFarlane signature that sold for $192 on an auction. So definitely this is kind of hold on to, I guess. Yeah, hold on to until probably something more of the Spawn movie news that comes out. If not, then let's see what is listed as, huh? Once again, is this asking price for $500 with Patina Sketch and McFarlane. Wow. Hey, wow. But it's all signed for what is asking here? For a beautiful set for $700. Here's that one asking $1,600. Wow. Here's a $900 on my comic book shop. So definitely people don't really want to pay $300 to $400 or $700. So I would probably, if I have to sell this, I probably would put it for like $250 and kind of hoping for the best. And that is my take on it. All right, next one here. Next key issue is not an easy book to find. It's one of the best. J. Scott Campbell, Black Cat. This is Superior Spider-Man, issue number 20. 1 out of 50. Let's find out what this book does. All right. Back eBay, back to stage. Dun, dun, dun. And we're gonna put Superior. Just gonna put Campbell, CGC. Boom. There we go. $771 is asking here. Oh, I got this book. All right. Here's one sign for $725. Here's 98 asking for $795. Here's, wow, that's an ugly ass thing. But all right, $5,000. They're asking $5,000. Here's asking 96 for $600. Here's one asking 96 for close to 500. All right, we can kind of get an idea, huh? All right, so let's see what has been sold. Boom. Wow. March 18th was the last one. Well, no. There's a raw version on April 1st for $225. But back in March 18, this sold for $825. Wow. It's not bad. Here's a 96 also for $360. I'm just kind of see if there's any more of the sales, regardless how old the sale is. But overall, wow, $825 on a 9/8 on March 18. It's interesting because it's asking here for $771, right? There's one here asking $795. So FOMO probably kicked in, and if he waited a little bit more, he would have probably saved at least about what, $50? Yeah, $50. To me, $50 is a huge because you can buy another key issue with that. But definitely, it's a. If I had to sell it, I'll probably list it for 750. Kind of, yeah, 750 or 800. But definitely is a book that you would want to kind of hold on to because it's not an easy book to find. But there it is. Buy or sell. You let me know. All right. All right. Down to the last two here. This one, I pretty much talked about this, but let's revisit again. This is Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 1 by Bendis and Bagley. This is the first print on the 9/8. Came out in the year 2000. Um, let's see what this baby does here. Um, Ultimate Spider-Man 1, 2000, CGC. There you go. Boom. All right. Off the top 9/8, asking for 370. You got us 9/6 asking for 110, 395, 450. You can kind of get an idea. It's about 360 to 450. So let's see what it's been selling for. Sold. There's that one on the 100. Sold for 400. Here it is. The last one was March 16th. April 8th sold for $400 on this variant that is almost like one in the 100. March 16th, $349. February 4th, $347. Here's that Dynamic Force that sold back in January for $298. Here's that one that was signature by Bagley and Bendis for $400. And let's go scroll down to see. There's a 9/8 on a CBCS. I'm back in, oh, wow, April 7th for $289. So that's a pretty good deal right there. This, wow, look at that. 4,200 came down a lot, almost half, but still, I had like 10 of those. Going back, remorse, seller's remorse. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that Ultimate Spider-Man. Um, but let's see what, yeah, so average about 350 to, yeah, about 320 to 350. So definitely it's a book to have. Not by Brian Hitman, not by um, what is that? Not by Hickman, not the recent one that was released in 2024, but this is the one that you want to get when it comes to Ultimate Spider-Man. Very first Ultimate title as well. Just very happy that I got a 9/8 on this one here. I also got a. There's also a newsstand that is very hard to come by, but still, it's a great book to have. For me, I would list it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy it at that price. If not, I would just get it raw. Um, if I want to add, but for if I do have it, if I have multiple copies, yes, I would definitely sell. But I don't know, a key issue like this, oh man, it's very hard for me. But if I had to sell this, I'll put it for like 350. Buy it. I'm sorry, 375 with best offer, and kind of see from there, right? But this book definitely has gone up in price. This before was about $125 book before. People starting to realize how good of a book that is. One of the longest tandem when it comes to authors and writers, Bendis and Bagley. I think there was about 150 issues that was released until they killed him and Miles Morales came out. All right, so last book here, guys. Mighty Avengers number 3. One per store. People say it's a 1 out of 25. Who knows? Came out in 2014. I wasn't collecting back then, so I wouldn't know. But this is a one per store. This is the Eminem. I believe this is an Eminem homage to one of his albums. But let's find out what this does, and let's bring back eBay. Where are you? There we go. Mighty Avengers. Wow, $500. Damn. Stan Lee signed. Wow, in March 15. Stan Lee signed this. Great, great signature. Location too. Look at that. Top of the roof. Wow. Wow. Yes, Richard. I keep saying wow because it is a wow book. February 2nd, $314. Um, I think that's pretty much it. Wow. Look at this. Remember this? Thor, Mighty Thor, 700. Adam Hughes, 707. This used to be asking about full 50, $400 to $500 on the 90 when it came out. Yeah. Let's see what they're asking. 530. You can put a bid for 375 or buy it now for 550, 629. L. Ewing signed for, wow, I don't see too much of his signature, but 700, 9 asking 300. Here's another one, the 90 for 349. I had two of these in a 98, and I sold one for, I believe it was for 250. So, I thought I did okay until I'm seeing this now. But you never know. This is all after the fact. I was happy when I sold it back then. But yeah, April 2nd, $499 sold for 500. Definitely, for me, it's not, I don't know how much more it will go up, but definitely if I was selling, I would put it for 500 and see. And, but other than that, I don't know what to say. Definitely is not a time to buy unless you really want it. But so let's recap here. Buy or sell. Definitely time to sell. Put it for 550 or 500 or best offer. Ultimate Spider-Man #1 definitely is not a time to buy in this grade, but 350 if you feel that this is a good buy. Always be careful. The price has gone up from way before, but definitely this for me. If I had to sell, I'll put for 350 and hope for the best. And definitely this one here, last one sold for 800 something. But as people are asking 795 to 750, so I don't understand. But definitely this is a sale. If I do, I'll put it for 850 or best offer. And this one here is Spawn to 80. If you like the cover, definitely it's time to buy because it's at all-time low. This used to be 300 something. Now it's selling for 170 on a. So if you like Spawn, time to buy. But if I was selling, I say no. I'll wait until the Spawn moves. More of the information on Spawn comes out. And this one here is definitely. If I have to sell, then I will put it for probably about 350. Yeah. But it's a great cover. There's also Zing. It's an Australian, I believe it's an Australian New Zealand company did a black and white sketch of this. Which is hard to find. But anyway, that is it, guys. I'm trying to do this on a weekly basis. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tactic, but ending this video with 789 Comic. My guys back in UK over the sea, use the code SNMC to get 10% all your orders. So it might take a little longer, but still a great online LCS that will definitely take care of you if anything goes wrong. Once again, SNMC for your 10% discount. And I think that's it. Until next time, guys, shoot.